As someone who has worked a lot from my masculine energy, I have to say my life has transformed a lot since I've been cultivating and connecting with my feminine energy and operating both my business and my relationships and everything in my life, the way I even move my body and take care of my health from a more feminine approach. So these are 5 ways that you can use your sensuality as a doorway to connect with your feminine energy. Number 1 is to slow down. Slow everything right down. Take your time when you're eating, when you're bathing, when you're getting dressed. Just a couple of extra moments to do things just a little bit slower makes you more present. And when you slow down, you're communicating to yourself that there's enough time. There is no rush. And this helps you to feel more relaxed and open. Even if you're rushed, actually, especially when you're rushed, when you're on a time crunch, when you have to fit things in. I've mentioned this in many of my other videos, this phrase that I've used and I use all the time, which is slow down to speed up. Or infinite patience produces immediate results. And so it's still kind of results based, but the point is when you actually slow down, you think you have to rush because you don't have time, but slowing down will make the time. So definitely slow down, taste your food more, chew it more often, take your time getting dressed, just slow everything down. Number 2 is connecting with your emotions. So I used to have a really hard time feeling my emotions. And I basically would either feel like anxiety or happiness. There was like 2 feelings that I had that I was aware of. And so it was a process for me to connect with and get to know the subtleties of the different emotions that I was feeling. Now, I've been in a circle with women before where some women say, well, I'm overly emotional. That's not my problem. It doesn't matter if you feel overly emotional or you don't feel your emotions at all, whatever side of the spectrum you are on. When you make your emotions wrong or bad is when you're fighting against them and you're not actually feeling them, okay? So whatever your expression is, if you can embrace your emotions, even if it's sadness, even if it's shame, even if it's anger, and you can bring it in and welcome it into your life, welcome it even into your body, especially into your body, and feel the feeling and make it physical in your body. This is going to make you present in your body, and it's going to put you in touch with your feelings. When you're in touch with your feelings, this might bring up tears, this might bring up a lot of different things, but that's the point, for you to become present and sensual with your feelings and with yourself. Now, this doesn't sound like a lot of fun, and at first it might not be. I know for me, when I was doing this, I hated doing it at first, but now I really, really love it. And I learned so much about myself every single time I sit with my emotions. Number 3 is about being playful and curious. It's very much related to feeling your emotions, but rather than looking for a feeling, focus on sensations. So without a story of an emotion, just a sensation, like be curious and playful with how things feel. You know, what happens if you touch your hand in a certain way? Become aware of the sensations while you're eating certain things. So there's a thing that I did in, I think it's like an improv practice where you look at 5 things. So we're getting you into your senses and the sensations. So really quickly, do this with me right now. Look at 5 things in the room. Got a cup, candle, you can name them if you want, but you can just kind of look at the things and really like take them in. Okay, looking at my bottle, looking at my mouse, looking at my hand. I'm kind of doing this fast because this is a video, but if you take a few seconds to actually do that. So feeling the sensations is all about connecting with what feels like pressure. Pleasure, but I was thinking about pressure because the other thing is to be aware of what feels like pressure. Pleasure and pressure, like, you know, try different things, like just what is it like if you squeeze your hand? What is it like? And also move in an unstructured way. If you do like spin classes or yoga or, you know, anything that's like a certain structured way, What happens if you move your body and your arm in just for the sake of feeling how, what does it feel like if you move it in certain ways and like become aware maybe just of your shoulder, or maybe you just become aware of your elbow and you feel the sensations. And there's no point to this, okay? That is the point. The point is there is no point. It's about just being present and curious and playful and not having an agenda, okay? So moving in an unstructured way, this is why I love ecstatic dance. There's also 5 rhythms, which is a type of ecstatic dance. Look for ecstatic dance anywhere in your neighborhood. Just Google it. It's such an amazing way to connect to your sensuality and your feminine energy. Number 4 is all about connecting with women, sharing stories and advice and support, and just generally being around other women in a place where you are comfortable and open, and even maybe creating something together, whether it's like a women's circle or some kind of an event, or, I thought about this summer getting a bunch of peaches and getting some friends together and we'll just can some peaches and like learn a new skill. A lot of what we see in like movies and popular culture is like women getting together to like just party and dance or gossip or something. And I mean, I really don't watch movies, so I don't know. I just remember growing up when I was a teenager, I felt like that's what movies were always about. So finding a group of women that you feel connected with, that you can support each other and encourage each other and share and grow together is so supportive of your feminine energy. And number 5, I would say, is probably my favorite one and the one that works instantly, no matter what mood I'm in, which is to spend time in nature. Guaranteed, if you go alone in nature, no headphones, no dog, nobody, just you, no book, nothing, just you and nature, and you go out in a park, in a forest, in the mountains, by the river, wherever, on the beach, and you just sit or walk slowly and just pay attention to the sounds and the textures and what you see, and you just breathe. Any and every amount of time that you spend just connecting with yourself and with nature will absolutely help you feel more sensual and connect you with your feminine energy. The great Mother Earth is the ultimate feminine energy. And so anytime we put our hands in running water in the rivers or the waterfalls or lay under the sun with our toes in the sand or the grass or climb the rocks, it doesn't matter. Connecting with nature will connect you with your nature. Even if you're a man, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman or whatever. It's going to connect you with your own nature. Regardless, whatever needs to be balanced in you, whether you need a little more masculine energy, you need a little more feminine energy, it doesn't matter. Spending time in nature connects you with your own nature. So if you ever feel confused about what you're supposed to be working on or what you could use more of, it doesn't matter. Just go spend time in nature. She's got you. Promise.